Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jim Labuda here once again. Today we're going to take a look at the golf swing of Jon Rahm, who is tied for the lead in the second round of the 2022 CJ Cup. Jon is a very powerful golf swing, even though he's got a very short or limited backswing. But the reason I'm doing this video today is because I'm going to give you his secret to his consistency and what you guys need to look for in your golf swing. So make sure you stay here till the end of the video till I show you exactly why Jon Rahm is such a consistent player. But the first thing we're going to take a look at here is his power. So if I take a move here away from the golf ball, we turn him away, we're going to take a look at his arms here. You can take a look and see both those arms are fully extended. Most amateur players at this point are going to have that right arm really tucked close to their body, really eliminating a lot of the width that they need in the golf swing. Think about the circumference of a circle. The bigger the circumference, the greater the club head speed you're going to be able to create. That's what Jon does here. He turns his body away from the golf ball. Both those arms are still fully extended at this point in the swing, so he's able to create a great radius in his golf swing, or a ton of width, which is going to create him a ton of speed and power. Second thing we're going to look at is as he gets to the top of his swing, we'll notice that his backswing at this position is very short. Jon Rahm has a very limited amount of hip mobility. As you can see here in his backswing, he's only got probably about 30 degrees of mobility in his hips. Most tour players at this point have 45 degrees of mobility in their hips, so they're able to turn their hips further, which obviously will lead to a deeper backswing or longer backswing. Jon right now only has 30 degrees, so he has a much shorter backswing, but he's still able to create a ton of power because he doesn't try to overswing. And as you can see, if you watch this circle, look how as he gets to the top of his swing, the first thing that moves is that left hip. He really shifts his weight and creates a ton of lag and power in the golf swing. But now we're going to get into the key to Jon Rahm's consistency. As his golf club comes down in his downswing, you can see he shallows out the club very nicely, but this is the key position right here. As the golf club just gets in front of his hand, or in front of his toe, as his hands gets in front of his toes, you can see how at this point, the shaft is just through his trail forearm. This is a position here that's going to create a ton of consistency. The club head is behind him, and all he's able to do from this point is really just turn through the ball, creating a ton of power in the golf swing. Most players at this point are going to have their golf club coming through the bicep here. What this leads to, this is coming through a little bit steep. So one of two things is going to happen is as you come through the impact position, you're going to have to hold the face of the club open, which is going to lead to a shot off to the right, or you're going to be forced to kind of flip your hands through at impact to square the club face up, which is going to lead to a pull to the left. So if you want to develop more consistency in a golf swing, just like Jon Rahm has here, let's look at this position in the golf swing. So as your hands are just in front of your toes, let's try to get that shaft of your club, shaft of that driver, through that trail forearm to create a lot more consistency in your golf swing, so you're able to turn through with a ton of power, getting that club face back to the ball nice and square, and releasing it into a full follow-through with a ton of speed and power, hitting longer and straighter golf shots than you ever have before.